What's up guys, from Unfortunately here bringing you another YouTube video. I'm back with part 3 of my Pokemon Shining Pearl Nuzlocke. In the last episode I got really frustrated by technical difficulties, but I have lowered the recording quality, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. The last episode I actually had to cut out more than I wanted to because of a lot of like screen tearing issues that the game was having. That's what I call it. I don't know if that's what it is. If you've watched the last 2 parts, you know what I'm talking about. Just making sure I'm in focus. I have it manually focused, but if I go too far forward or too far back, I get kind of blurry, so. Also, I kind of messed around with the lighting a little bit. So, I like having the room dark because it means I can use the light of the screen to sync the game to my face. But anyway, enough of that. We're going to get into it. So, we're going to get our first badge today. I've already got my encounter on this route. I'll also be adhering to hardcore level caps, meaning no one on my team is allowed to pass level 14 before I get the first badge. If they do, I can't use them. And that buzzing is a friend of mine who's going to watch my fucking Nuzlocke. Fucking better. He literally just texted me, he's like, oh, I better watch your Nuzlocke. And I was like, yeah, you better. But yeah, apologies if I am too dark, but I kind of like this. I have like a mini heater in the background and it kind of backlights me, and then I have like a little light there and then the light of the screen. But yeah, this is not a battle that I'm going to do well in, so yeah, so I haven't recorded this in coming up on 2 weeks because I haven't really had a lot of time, but I definitely will be able to stick to my 1 video a week thing, because provided the recording doesn't fuck up, they actually don't take that long to edit, to be honest. I've gotten a lot faster at editing as well since I used to make gaming videos, so. Also, in the last episode I put away Shinx. Shinx is a really good Pokemon, but I wanted to make this run more interesting by not having him, and Starly will go as well. I don't want to use Pokemon that everybody uses, so they will be going. But yeah, I don't really know like what encounters I'd like to build my team around. The only 2 members that I know I'm really going to be relying on are Turtwig and Gyarados when he evolves. Bidoof can probably go soon. Alakazam would be really fun to use. I own 2 Switches, so, and if not, I can just trade with my girlfriend, but like, because I actually can't trade with myself because both my Switches are the secondary one. I let my girlfriend use the primary one, so I can't actually trade with myself right now. But I can get an Alakazam, so Alakazam, Gyarados, and Torterra is what my core is going to be, unless something dies out of nowhere. But I'm not super worried about deaths right now. I've played a little bit of the game so far. By a little bit, I mean like a decent bit. And the difficulty's not really like that bad. See, I really don't want to be relying on Starly. But I also have to keep Turtwig under level 14 for the gym leader. So, I need Turtwig to fight the trainers, because he's the only thing I have for rock types. So I can't have him be over level like 14 until I get to the gym leader. So I need to be really focused on that. But in this episode, we will be fighting the gym leader. I promise you that much. I'll be recording these a lot quicker pace than I did Sword and Shield. Cutting them up. If you've watched them so far, you've known that I'll be cutting a lot more. So essentially, unimportant battles will be cut. So basically from here, I'll be chopping the episode up. Have that opening preamble out of the way. Yeah, the support on the first episode was really... Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Should probably switch. Oh, he was like level 4. It's fine. Support on the series so far has been really nice. That means a lot to me. I like seeing people come out and watch the stuff that I make. So I really appreciate that. Means the world to me, it does. Yeah, I don't plan on using Bidoof very long. Or I could use him for ages. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about him. I really like Bidoof, but the thought of using him is like, oh, you know, I don't know how I feel about it. Because the Nuzlocke selection in this game is not very diverse. And I've decided I will not be using any Grand Underground Pokemon because there's like 100 different rooms you can go into, and I'm not getting 100 different encounters down there. So I've decided not to use any. I'm Nuzlocking it as though it were Vanilla, Diamond, and Pearl. Straight up. Just got a notification that I can pre-install the Halo Infinite campaign, so I'll be doing that shit. Budu. Yeah, I'll let Bidoof deal with this. I have a Budu on my team for now because I want it to evolve. I don't know if I said it in another episode, but I want it to evolve before it gets too late in the game. So if something happens to Turtwig, I have a backup grass type. That's the plan. I will need to switch. I don't mind Starly soaking up the experience because he's not very useful for this next gym, so I can box him. If he gets to like 14, 15, it's not the end of the world. Well, the part of the game that's really tricky for level caps is like the 3rd and 4th badge, because they're both the same level. So you have to essentially have 2 different teams, or just make sure you're under leveled as fuck for both of those fights. And that means that the Lucario and the Floatzel can fuck you up a bit, so it'll get a lot more interesting later on. Early on, the trick with Nuzlocke is just don't make stupid mistakes, and you'll be fine. You'll be okay. I was gonna cut both of these battles, but this guy has a Machop, and this could be interesting, because my flying type is not at a level where he can deal with this, or he's not at a HP level where he can deal with this. So I'm actually gonna include this fight because I have to do a few swaps. So I have to use Raimi to heal up Starly, and then go into Starly for the kill. Raimi could probably get the kill himself, but again, I don't want him soaking up unnecessary XP, so because he will be my main guy for this next gym. So I love seeing Turtwig in 3D. I love having a Turtwig on my team. I'm always happier when he's there. He's my favorite Pokemon of all time. So, but having played through a good bit of these games, I can say, I definitely. Oh, it was a crit. Thank fuck. Yeah, I do really like them. Like, there's a lot of criticisms of the games for sure. I don't think they're top tier or anywhere close to it. I don't think was that a second crit? I don't think they're as good as they could be, which is unfortunate. I think if they just remade Platinum, they'd be a lot better. But I really like a lot of the stuff they did, and I think they're better than the original Diamond and Pearl. So, in that sense, they succeeded, but these should be the definitive versions of Gen 4, and Platinum is still the king. But considering Platinum is my favorite video game ever made, I didn't expect them to surpass that, because that would be unreasonable. So, yeah, no, I wanted to include that fight because I wasn't expecting to have to think in it. But, yeah. Now we're going to get our first encounter in this cave here. I think it's called Orber Gate. So, and this guy gives us TMs. He doesn't fight us, so he gives us Rock Smash to put on a trainer or on a Pokemon. So I won't really be using these. I don't have a fighting type. So, alright, let's get this encounter. It's got to be a Geodude, right? Or a Zubat. Geodude, okay. Again, this is another thing where, like, I'm going to end up having a Geodude on my team, a Zubat on my team, a Machop. There's nothing I can do about it, really. Right, so let's get the fuck out of here. Now, I think I'm just going to Stun Spore. I don't think I need to attack it, really. I'd like to have a Geodude on my team because he's really nice. I was going to say solid. That's a good joke. But he's a good Pokemon to have, I think. I think he's really reliable. So, I'd like to have this encounter work. Then again, out of the first, like, 4 gyms, he's not really useful on any of them. He's actually weak to most of the gyms in the game. But then with his ground typing, like, he's good on, like, the last 3. But then he's bad on most of the first 4. So, but again, there's a lot of normal types in this game, so having him just to soak up hits for me. We got him. Now, I don't know what I'm gonna name him after. Thurber. He's being called Thurber. After the director of a lot of blockbusters that The Rock is in, I can't even remember his name, and I only looked at it 2 seconds ago. Rawson Marshall Thurber. That's who he's named after. It's funny. Oh, he has an Everstone. Shit, that's a good item to get. It's funny, actually, my girlfriend really needs an Everstone for a Pokemon that she has, but she can't get it. And I just got one by accident. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to put him away. Aw. Yeah, she hates the director nickname convention thing. She really hates it. So, I think I'm going to stick with it because it's funny for me. But it's going to annoy her the whole series, so... fuck you gonna do? If you're wondering why Budu doesn't have a nickname, it's because I forgot to do it. So, I will be nicknaming it Zhao when I get to Eterna City. I only just realized that Budu is also an option for the first gym. I guess because Budu's not very good in battle. That I'd rather not be relying on him unless I absolutely have to. I'm also leading with Magikarp so he evolves quicker, because the sooner we have a Gyarados, the sooner I'll feel a lot safer. My favourite Pokemon YouTuber at the moment, Pokemon Challenges, is doing a Deathless run of this game, and it would be kind of funny if I accidentally did a Deathless run on my first try. I don't think that's going to happen, but even if I made it to the Elite Four, I'm going to start losing shit there, so... Because I've heard this game gets really tough in the late game. Right, so we've arrived at Orberg City. All we gotta do is find the gym leader, come back up, and scrap the cunt, and then we're done. So this guy's showing me where the gym is. How kind of you. Then my boy, Connor. Oh, Leon. Oh, Connor in the off-screen playthrough. Leon in the on-screen playthrough. Yeah, and Leon's actually way ahead of me in this game as well, so that's why it's kind of appropriate that he's my rival. He was really chuffed to see that too. So, but he named his rival Barry, the scumbag. Leaving a default rival name in a game where you can name your rival? Shocking shit. But yeah, I don't know when I get the ability to switch my PC whenever I want. It's not that late in the game. I need to nickname Shinx. Thurber. Yeah, you're going in and you are coming out. Keeping them in order of when I encountered them as well. Right, so we're going to get a new encounter in here. Now, wait, how many Pokeballs do I got? Because I got to make sure I have enough. 13, yeah, that's good. What do I got here? Everstone, doesn't really do anything. Rock Smash, not that important. Yeah, this is important. We're either going to get Zubat or Onix here. I would really like to get Onix. Zubat it is. I like Zubat. Crobat's fucking great. But I might use him actually instead of Starly. Because I really do like Crobat, so... give it to Bigelow. What am I gonna call Zubat? It's gotta be Reeves. It's gotta be Reeves. The current director of The Batman, I'm pretty sure. I think it's Matt Reeves. Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it, it's Matt Reeves. That's what we're calling him. We're calling him Reeves. That kind of fits, though, to be fair. Scumbag. What the? Whoa, that did quite a bit. I don't like this. I'm just going to try catch him. I know I will be subbing Starly out for Zubat, but still. Hey! Got him. Oh, I sent him to a box, didn't I? Well, gonna go get him. This will be cut, by the way. Now, there's actually one more encounter that I'd like to get before we go down looking up this way. I'm pretty sure it can only be a Machop. So, we gotta run around until I find him a Chop. Well, that's a fucking Geodude. It's not what I wanted. The dex variety in this game really hurts, though. Like, Platinum doesn't really have a lot of changes. The only difference is you can get a Ponyta here. The changes in Platinum kind of come later. But at this point, Gen 4 is just kind of like this. So if you're smart, you'll be fine. It's not a lot of RNG. Like, your encounters don't really ruin your run. There we go, Machop. Alright, male or female? Male. I think they might all... No, they're not all male. I'm going to call it Woo. John Woo. Oh, no. I'm going to name it after whoever... Avildsen. No, that's not a catchy name. Did Jackie Chan direct movies? Actor, director. Good enough for me. I don't know, he could have fucking directed one thing. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm calling him. Welcome to the team, Chan. Hey Molly, how annoyed are you with my nicknames? Very? I hope so. You're just mad you don't know who any of these people are. Right, okay, so now that I have him... Oh, I sent him to a box, didn't I? Right, so who am I benching, though? That's the main thing. See, I really want Kubrick to evolve, but so... I want to bench Reeves. He doesn't add anything to this gym fight. Like, he won't be helpful at all. So... I know I just put him on my team, and he will be on my team, like, mostly, because I really like Crobat, so... But he's not as useful as Budu or Raimi. I want Gyarados a lot more than I want Crobat. I want Alakazam. So... and I want to try and get the friendship up for Budu, so... And I know, yeah, like, Zubat's a friendship evolution as well, but Golbat is a lot more useful than Budu is, so... Oh, I need to heal Chan, actually. He's still paralyzed. And fighting's a really good typing, and there's not a lot of fighting types that I can get in this game, off the top of my head. I can get Meta-type, but Machamp is better. And I get Lucario, but that's not until around the 6th badge, and then I'm stuck with a Riolu for a while, so... Having a Machamp in the PC is not a bad plan. It's a very good plan, actually. Right, so let's go look for the gym leader. I'm actually going to cut all this shit out, because it's just trainers. I'll show you where the gym leader is yourself, so... Right, so we just cleared out the last of the trainers. So this is the gym leader. This red-haired dude. That's very obviously not a normal trainer. Then he just flexes his massive dick strength by breaking the rock. And then he says you have to fight him to be able to do that. So I'm going to learn the ways of the dick strength. So this is how you find your issues. Go down this way. I was going back up. Yeah, so I've already got all the encounters that I can get. I just have to heal my team, and then we're going to go in and fuck them up. So, I ran into an Onyx when I was down there. That's what I would have liked to get. I know Crobat's a better Pokemon, but I really like Steelix. So, what can you do, you know? I'll use a Steelix on... Actually, I think I'm using a Steelix on my playthrough of Black 2 at the moment. So, you know, I just really like Steelix. The Steel types are always nice to have. So... I don't plan on wasting any time. Like, I'm going in here with Turtwig and I'm clapping cheeks. Like, I'm not slowly doing it. I'm not trying to make it harder for myself. I just want to get to the late game. Or the mid game, at least. So, I'm going through this at a lot quicker of a pace than I normally would. I'm still fighting every trainer because I like doing that. So, I feel weird leaving them. But I'm not, like, fucking around. Yeah, so... Obviously, I kept Turtwig's level low enough that I can use him. Usually for a hardcore Nuzlocke, you go off the gym leader's highest Pokemon. So Rourke has a level 14 Cranidos. Otherwise, I think he has a Pokemon that's like 12. But I'm still on the cap. But fuck it. Alright, yeah, so... Oh. Oh, damn. Do you know I wasn't expecting him to live that? To be honest, Budu would probably do more because Geodude's physical defense is so high. He only had one Pokemon anyway, so fucking push over. I'm still going to lead with Magikarp because I really want a Gyarados soon. Ideally before the second gym would be nice. But who knows? Alright, buddy, let's see how you do. The trainer Pokemon in this gym is so weak, though. Like, why are they level 8? Why are they not, like, 10, 12, you know? Turbo wants to learn Rollout. Fuck yeah, Rollout's great. Defense Curl. Sandstorm and Rock Polish are both quite useful. So. The Terrier is going to be pretty useless until he evolves, which is like level 18 or something. But after that, off to the races. I can have an Alakazam like straight away. So, right. So we are still going to lead with Kubrick. I will heal Raimi. Do I have a berry to just do the 5 points? Where are they gone? No, I don't have berries yet. Oh. I just, you know, it's only 5 points, but probably won't matter. But alright, only 4 minutes left on this video, so let's see if I can beat him in 4 minutes. I definitely will, but, you know, it saves me having to cut and do the clapperboard thing again. I love the gym leader music in these games. It's so hype. Alright. Yeah, let's give it to Raimi. So I'll be putting Buddy in the box for the next gym, I'd say. So he is just a backup if something goes wrong. And defense curl, that's going to slow me down more. Bollocks. Might have to go into him now. See how much this does first. If it's a 2-shot, I'll stay. Okay, that's fine. If you use defense curl again, I have to switch. Stealth Rock. Okay, I guess we're not switching now. Stealth Rock is a move that does damage when your Pokemon switch in on it. So, it doesn't do much damage. It depends on if they're weak to rock types or not, but still, I'd rather not invite that problem. You know, I play on set mode as well, so I don't get free switches. Razor Leaf. Fuck yeah. Here we go. Growth is actually really good. Tackle is kind of important. I don't really want leafage. Like, I don't need all the attacking moves. Growth is really good for setup, and withdraw is really good for setup as well to boost my defenses. So, I might set up a growth right now actually, just to finish these guys quicker. See how much this does to me. Ah, livable. So 14 for crit. So I can live 2 crits right now, comfortably. My attack and special attack goes up. Razor Leaf. Onyx might have sturdy, but this should be fine. Ooh. Oh, crit did 10. That's weird. Yeah, Onyx has sturdy. That's fine. Just gonna tackle. Jimmy Rogue uses potion. That's fine. Break the sturdy. Razor Leaf next turn. Not a problem. Oh shit. I thought a potion would heal him to full, so I probably should have used Razor Leaf there. It's a misplay on my part. Oh well. See, I should, because I was doing it to conserve PP, but I don't actually need to here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna heal. Not because Onyx is a problem, but because if a Cranidos comes in and hits me with a headbutt, I don't know how well I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna cut this footage here and just go again. Right, so Onyx is gone, so we just have Cranidos left. Now, Cranidos is not too bad, but he does hit like a little truck, so. But I have enough backup options to kill him if something goes wrong, but it really shouldn't. Level 14, yeah. Mold Breaker, that means even if my ability means he can't hit me, he'll still hit me. Leer, okay. If this doesn't kill him in one hit, I will switch though. To bring my, oh, okay, yeah, we're switching. We're just gonna pivot into Geodude, and then we're gonna pivot back in, because I don't want to take a -1 defense headbutt. Yeah, see how much this does to Geodude. Probably fuck all. That still did more than I thought it would. I just don't want Raimi taking that, you know? So. And I didn't bring any Intimidate users, because I didn't want to bring Shinx. I really like Cranidos. I'm using him on my team and Brilliant Diamond, like off screen, because I really like him, so. Right, I'm on his Razor Leaf. He has Bulldoze. I actually didn't know he had Bulldoze. That's interesting. The movesets are different from the originals, so this should kill in one. Oh, not quite. Almost. Yeah, I knew he was going to heal. That's why I didn't tackle or anything. Also, I don't know if a tackle would have killed from there. But Razor Leaf definitely will, so. And that's the first gym leader. Simple. Easy stuff. Pokemon usually starts out quite easy, which I think is important for players. Because this game is for kids. Let's not bullshit ourselves. We can make it as hard as we want, but this game is not for me. Who wants to learn Harden? No. It's nice, but Sandstorm and Rock Polish are more useful, so. Here we go. First gym. Easy stuff. Got our first badge. Nice one. TM76, that's Stealth Rock, so that's a good move. Useful, but mostly in competitive. In game, it's not that useful because they don't switch that often. So I want to get up to where I can trade online because my girlfriend wants me to trade with her. So I think I can do that now. Hey, okay. So if you notice my Pokedex has higher numbers, it's because I've done some trade evolutions for myself and my girlfriend to complete my Pokedex. So don't worry about it. What's my Pokedex now? 10. Yeah, so for those wondering, I need to have access to this room to trade online. And I went to try this the other day and I didn't have access, so I needed to get up as far as here. No. Right, okay, so I'm gonna wrap up the episode in here. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'm glad there was no recording fuck-ups. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.